How's it going, everybody? I just want to do a little video over some new sockets I picked up from my local Harbor Freight. These are the Pittsburgh Pro half-inch drive 13-piece impact set. This is the metric version. Eventually I'm going to get the SAE set, but most stuff is metric nowadays in cars, so I opted for this set. The item number is 67902 for this kit. It is pretty nice that it doesn't really skip sizes or anything. A lot of the sockets that you buy from there, they tend to skip a lot of sizes, like usually like 11 millimeter and I think like 16 millimeter, stuff like that for the metric stuff. So this doesn't really skip much for sizes. It goes from 10 all the way to 19 millimeter without skipping, and then it goes to 21, 22, and 27. So it's pretty nice. You get a good majority of all the sizes that you'll probably need. At least a good start. So yeah, these are black phosphate finish and the chromoly construction. I'll go ahead and show you a couple of them that I took off the little organizer there, which is definitely a chore to get off. But here's a 27 millimeter. Like I said, they are chromoly. The finish is, it is what it is. Not the greatest, but as far as the machining is pretty nice on these. I mean, I can't really complain for the money. Like they're like 20 bucks with a 20% off coupon. Normally they're 25, so really for $20 you really can't beat it for the quality. These are made in Taiwan, not China, so that's definitely a little bit of a plus. Yeah, so yeah, overall the quality is really nice. These are 6-point. They do make a 12-point set, but they're not. They don't have all the sizes, I believe, like this kit, like this set does. I believe those ones do skip sizes. But yeah, so I mean, for the money, for just your at-home person that doesn't use a lot of half-inch like me. Mostly I use 3/8 and 1/4-inch stuff. But if you need a decent set for the money, I mean, if you're not spend a lot of money, and you're just for at-home use, you might want to check this set out. For the light use that they're going to be used with me, these will probably last a lifetime. If they end up having any problems with any of them, well, hey, they're lifetime warranty, so all I gotta do is take it back, and shouldn't have any problem getting them warrantied out. So I hear they're usually pretty good about warranting them out, so that's pretty nice. So yeah, I mean, but if you're a mechanic and you're doing it day in and day out, and you're using a lot of impact stuff, or just any sockets in general, even the chrome stuff, the Harbor Freight stuff you might want to stay away from. They might not last. They might be okay for beginner techs just getting into the field. They'll definitely last a little while. But eventually you'll start replacing them with some name brand stuff, because they might not hold up in the long run. But they may not. But definitely for that home use guy or girl, these are definitely will work great for me. And of course, the more stuff I use common, I try to buy a little better quality stuff. But since half-inch rarely gets used, I don't feel like spending a lot of money on half-inch stuff. But yet I still want some stuff, as far as sockets and everything like that. So eventually I want to get some more deep well sockets, but for right now I'm just gonna stick with the shallow. Do got some older sets of some deep well stuff, which a lot of it's like Great Neck brand, I believe, which I'm not even quite sure what company had Great Neck. And there's actually a True Craft mixed in here, so yeah, a lot of no-name real brands on these. But hey, they work. But the only problem is a lot of these are actually SAE sizes, not much for metric. So eventually, I need to get a good set of metric deeps. And as far as the chrome stuff I have is this old Craftsman SAE and metric. So not a real big selection, and actually a lot of them are actually 12-point, which I need more 6-point stuff than 12. You can use 12-point and 6-point bolts and stuff, but it's more recommended to use a 6-point socket with a 6-point bolt. But you know, I guess they say you can round off a little easier. I think, I'm not sure, but you know, I'm no expert. But yeah, so can't beat it. Can't beat this set at all. The only problem is getting these things off of the trays, or this you know, rail. It's definitely hard. You know, they got these plastic parts that, you know, go through the socket, and then it slides down in here. And so I found you can either snip these off and then use a rubber mallet and whack these off, because these are really hard to get off of here, off of the drive-in portion. Or I found out you just using a flathead screwdriver, you can actually stick the plastic tip from the, you know, ones that are going through. If you stick a flathead screwdriver, you can actually push it in. Basically, it'll break that little tip, and then the whole thing will just slide right off. Instead of sitting there snipping each end off, it's a lot easier just to use a flathead screwdriver and basically pry it out, and then the whole thing will come out. You still might need a rubber mallet to get these off, because like I said, these are on there really tight. So if you do want to reuse these, you might need to sand, you know, this down some on each one, because it is very snug fit. But I may end up just pitching it and just getting some sort of organizer for them, make it a lot easier instead of trying to modify this to make it work. And plus, this kind of takes up a lot of real estate, you know, because this is kind of wide. So I mean, this is just all taking up room, you know, especially if you know, from here to here, you know, that takes up a lot of space. It's kind of wasted. So I definitely might just end up pitching this whole thing. But so yeah, that's a little video on these. You know, can't beat it for the money. It's definitely worth a try. And you know, so far I'm happy with the quality of them. The only thing is they're laser etched, and you know, that could wear off in time. I mean, they don't have it stamped anywhere on the back or nothing, so you might have a hard time down the road finding out what size is what if this wears off. But but we'll see what happens. But anyway, that's my little video on these sockets. So yeah. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, you know, I'll try to answer it the best I can. But thanks for watching.